Hello, my darlings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your 2023 yearly reading. I am using my Angel Wisdom Tarot for you, followed by probably my Spirit Song Tarot to do your reading for this year, which is sort of looking at the vision you have and what Spirit's advice is for you. This reading is for those that most need to hear it. And if it resonates with you, my darling, you are hearing it within your divine design. I am shuffling the deck, and once the cards come out, thank you, that is my cue to start to take from the top of the deck. Once I've pulled all of the cards for you, you will then see them up on the screen so you can follow the reading a little more easily. For those of you that resonate with this reading or resonate with me as a reader, I do offer pay what you can readings, and all of the details are in the description box below. Don't forget to, if you resonate with me, to hit the subscribe button or perhaps join this channel as a member where I do offer some lovely perks. So the overriding theme, Sagittarius, for you, my darling, is a wonderful first card to start off with. This is renewal card. This is the judgment card. So you're at that pivotal point in your life now and making a decision for yourself that's going to have long lasting, sort of not ramifications, but long lasting, let's call it a ripple effect, a very positive ripple effect for yourself. What are you attracted to at this time? 10 of Cups, beautiful. You're attracted to, my darling. This is about emotional fulfillment, about happy relationships, whether it be with another or family or friends. What are your wildest dreams? And you have got here the Nine of Wands. Sorry, your Nine of Wands has come out. The interesting card for the wildest dreams here, but this is about you protecting something that you're very passionate about, and this is about further advancement of it as well. So it can be as well about where you feel that there's been an injustice with something. So I don't know if many of you that are resonating with this reading are involved in charity work, environmental work, support for those that can't support themselves. That's a sort of message that's coming through with the Nine of Wands. What's resonating with you? Beautiful. The Two of Cups has come out. So connections or connection that you have at this time that you're giving your focus to. What are you being asked to let go of emotionally and mentally in the process? And you have the Emperor, a very strong card here. So perhaps not rushing forward too much. What is Spirit asking you to do? What to say yes to? And it is actually to say yes to a new cycle now, to move on from something that's perhaps been holding you emotionally for some time. What's external influences in your life right now? You have got the Ten of Swords. So an end of something that has brought an air of relief alongside a strong sense of sadness as well. What small adjustment can you do for your vision board? You can be the dreamer, you can be the fool, you can take the fool's journey and take a leap of faith now energetically with your will and determination to look to move into a new chapter in your life. And what will happen when you take action on your dreams? And you have got the Ace of Cups, my darling, which is something brand new and very emotionally fulfilling for you. So in any second now, the cards should pop up on your screen and we will move forward with the reading in a little bit more detail. So let's move ahead with the reading, my darlings. So the first card you've got is the overriding energy, the theme of 2023 for you, and it is one of renewal. This is the Judgment card, as I said, but renewal is a very interesting word to be on the front of this card, to renew something. I'm feeling with this spread here that this is something to do with a very important relationship for you. You could be married, you could be in a long-term commitment with somebody, but because of the Five of Cups here, there has been a sense of change, there has been a sense of loss, and with the Nine of Wands also a sense of confrontation, a sense of something that has made you feel how do I say this, Spirit? It's been a bit of a wake-up call for you. I don't know whether there has been within this relationship either shifts and changes within both of yourselves that has led to an almost impasse within the relationship, or somebody else has been involved, but you are now in this stage of considering a renewal. And a renewal for me is a choice you're making with this relationship to perhaps move forward in a different way, to focus on the love as opposed to the hurt that's been within this relationship. For many of you, you have children, and that is an important aspect of the choices that you are deciding about what action to take forward at this time. So allow your awareness at this time to guide you. Allow yourself to, in a renewal of something, it is also to renew something is to consider, is to reflect, is to review it, but not to review it so much with a sense of anger anymore or a sense of frustration. I feel that you're now reflecting on a renewal of something because you are now looking at the past with perhaps more understanding that you had before and more compassion that you had before, because you're sort of blending together all of the aspects of everything that's happened and come to perhaps a different conclusion. And I feel that you have clarity on your life now and what you wish to do. It's hard to perhaps let go of things in the past, but in your heart, you know what you wish to do now. So, what you're attracted to at this time is the happy family, is to protect this, is to look after this happy family. I feel that has, with the Four of Cups sitting here, there has been that time spent in reflection. There has been that time spent in disappointment, in remorse, in sadness. But actually, it's about moving forward. You see the Six of Cups there, moving forward, remembering the importance of this relationship, the connection of this relationship, what is important in a relationship. And one of the aspects of the importance of a relationship is to understand what it gives us in terms of understanding of ourselves, just as much as an understanding of another as well. And we can break a cycle of unhappiness when we choose to forgive, when we choose to not hold on to feelings of hurt, because we understand that actually another one's pain or another one's behavior sometimes comes from a place of unhealed hurts within their lives, and they are just repeating the same patterns of behavior that they might have done with an unawareness of what they're doing. And I really feel that you've taken a stance now of protecting what is yours, but what is yours in terms of what you are now looking to give, which is unconditional love, with the understanding that there is so much that's come out of this experience that's been incredibly healing for both of you, and that actually the togetherness of you is so much more important, with a new way of being together, a new way of understanding together as well. I feel with the Nine of Wands, your wildest dreams is that perhaps you are getting from others a little bit of maybe judgment about the decision that you're making to stay, a little bit of judgment from others about what you have decided to do, but because sometimes within people's perceptions of life, they choose to do things that others would do. So therefore, they might look to see this situation as, well, you should be doing this and you should be doing that, but you're choosing to approach this differently. You're choosing to approach this from your higher self. And forgiveness is an extraordinary, courageous, beautiful thing to do, because forgiveness sets yourself free. It sets yourself free from pain. It sets yourself free from negative feelings that actually only impact you. And in choosing to forgive, you're choosing to love this person for who they are, not for who you wish or had wished for them to be. And actually you are seeing now what are the blessings that are coming out of this. What is resonating with you at this time is the Two of Cups. It is the importance of the two of you. Yes, there is the home there as well, but it's the importance of the two of you. And I feel that you have both been on different sides for a while, but you're coming together now again. And what you're attracted to is the re-coming together, the deepening of that relationship. And there has been a mutual agreement between you to almost put the past behind you and to move forward. Which is really important. And that's feeling right for you, isn't it? What's resonating with you, it's feeling right for you. It's something that you just know is the right thing to do. What to let go of, you have the Emperor. So this is about trying to do things to affect a change, but doing it in a way that you wish to make something happen. And Spirit is saying, as the Emperor, you are taking all of the practical steps you are needing to take at this time. You are taking a leadership role with this, but remember, it's a spiritually leadership role. It is leading through, feeling your way through the situation, and don't rush this. Okay, allow this to evolve as it's meant to do. And then you have, what's, sort of Spirit is asking you to do is to keep reminding yourself that although there has been some things broken in this relationship, it's a little bit like that Japanese and I can never remember the name of it, but when they use gold to repair broken china, and it's even more beautiful. And they don't wish for you, Spirit doesn't wish for you to focus any more now on the negative and perhaps things not turning out the way that you had wished for them to do so. On a spiritual level, it's turned out exactly the way it's meant to, because actually your bond now, thinking about that golden threads that fix the china, is so much more stronger and so much more unique and so much more beautiful than it was before, and much more interesting as well. And although something you thought it was going to look like this, it now looks like this, and actually you think, oh, that's really rather lovely. And that wouldn't have happened if all of the past hadn't happened between you. That what has sort of almost come apart has come back together again in a much stronger way. And so when we look back in hindsight, we can understand that things do happen for a reason, for a very spiritual reason. And you two as souls have come together in order for this to happen, in order to come apart, in order to come together in a very much stronger way. And through that experience, learning so much more about yourselves as well as the other, and learning so much more about what love means and what forgiveness means and what compassion means, and what sort of what being in a relationship means as well. It is not to own another, it is to enjoy another, it is to be with another, it is to love another, but allow them to be themselves, and also to be yourself fiercely as well. And you have been yourself fiercely. I can see that from the Nine of Wands. And then you have, external influences, the Ten of Swords. And so I feel that the harsh words have been put away. The rain has stopped, which means the tears have stopped. The harsh words have been put away. I feel that this is the end of a situation that was very much trapped within itself. And I've got itchy ears. I don't know why, my darling. So I'm feeling that, with that, there has been a new sense of understanding, a new sense of clarity that's come in. And because of that, because the truth has been spoken, because a new doorway has opened up to a new way of being, the sun has come back, the happiness is coming back. There is a relief now after a period of a great deal of unhappiness. What they're asking, small adjustment to make, is to have a fresh start, to have a new start, to dream the dream about the future. The thing about the Fool card, it is right at the beginning of the Fool's journey, the major arcanas of the tarot, and it is to say you can't have a journey unless you take that first step forward. And don't worry about looking perhaps foolish to other people. The Fool actually is incredibly courageous, and we can't experience, we can't discover, we can't receive future blessings and surprises and delights and learning experiences unless we take that step forward. So it all starts with the Fool. And so take that step forward. You are being supported by Spirit here. You can see here there is loyalty here with the dog as well. There is spring, there is the flowers, and so Spirit is asking you to, because you've stepped into a different energy space, to have faith that this is as it's meant to be for you now. Trust in your heart space, my darling. Trust in what your heart is telling you, not what your mind is telling you. The Emperor as well might think about things very logically. So to let go of perhaps the logical explanation, the practical explanation of this, what makes sense in the mind, and to go with what feels right in the heart, because that is how the universe is talking to you. That is your emotions or your energy emotion. And they're actually moving you forward, whether you wish for it or not, but I know you do, to affect a really beautiful positive change within this relationship and within your life. And then the result is the Ace of Cups. And this is playfulness, joy, happiness, something magical. This is a very beautiful emotional fulfillment for you, my darling. And I feel that this is the deepening of, because you've got here the dolphin and the mermaid deep in the water here. This is the deepening of this relationship for you in a very magical way. So and on the bottom of the deck I am seeing the 9 of Cups. So this is wish fulfillment for you. So let me just pull a little bit more on the what happens when you take actions on your dreams, and a fresh you start, a renewal. 7 of Cups, so many choices. I mean, what's happening is with the 7 of Cups and the lobster is what happened encouraged you both to grow out of your shells, to force you to grow out of perhaps a way that you were experiencing life together, experiencing the relationship together. And remember, the purpose of a relationship, with every relationships that we have, it's the duality of the relationship. How can you get to know yourself unless you are in a relationship with something else, somebody else? And so with the 7 of Cups, as you're being given so many different experiences now, and choices and possibilities to further expand, and this is just one of them. And I know with the 7 of Cups that it can seem like it's been forced on you, like the lobster is forced to grow out of its shell. But this judgment card with the 7 of Cups says that you are, at this pivotal point of reviewing, renewing your life, and it's a crossroads for you, my darling. And this is a very transformational time. What else wishes to come out about the Ace of Cups? Thank you, Spirit. The 10 of Cups. So you're going back to what you're attracted to at this time is this 10 of Cups. The choices that you're going to make for a fresh new start, of taking a leap of faith with this, is going to lead to such a sense of contentment. It says here, blessings and well-being. So this is what you are hoping for, you're wishing for, your dreams are coming true. And it's because you are leading yourself by the heart. Thank you very much. You have, I know that there is, I can see the porcupine here with the 9 of feathers. Tell me more, Spirit. It has this time of the 9 of swords has been such a time of, as it says here, self-empowerment for you, and a new perspective. So although you have felt the need to protect yourself a little bit, and that's been perfectly right, you've had healthy boundaries as well, you've also, this time that you've been given now is to take a step back and observe your life, to come into this renewal, this judgment card state of renewal and of reviewing the past, and getting clarity on your purpose, on what you want to do with your life. And it's also about protecting yourself, though, against your inner thoughts. And that's why that 5 of Cups appeared in the reading. Try and come away from any repetitive negative thoughts you may be happening at this time. Remember, your mind will never make sense of this. Okay, that's why you're being asked to let go of the Emperor stance in your mind. Your mind will never make sense of this. Your heart will, my darling. Your heart will tell you the answer. And if you can catch yourself with those negative thoughts and know that perhaps they are an habitual reaction within you that you can recognize now, because it seems strange, doesn't it, to go within the heart space when the mind feels so strongly about something. But I know what you wish for in this reading, and Spirit is going, go with where your heart is telling you to go at this time. Don't get too caught up, because your heart has already given you the answer. This is the 2 of Wands. This is the falcon here. The heart has already given you the answer to this. And your heart is telling you to go in a direction perhaps that you might otherwise not have considered. I know that you've been in this sort of state of, it's like the falcon is hovering. You've been in a sort of suspended state at this moment, and it's been both a suspended state of both fear and anticipation. But it's almost time, or it already is time, you sense that this is the moment now to make that decision for yourself this year. So what else wishes to come out? Thank you, Spirit. And that suspended state has given you a great deal of clarity, a great deal of clarity, and a great deal of understanding the sense of opportunity that is there for you right now. Thank you, Spirit. And then the Six of Cups has come out for you with the otters. Both of you are both wishing to move forward in the right direction, in the same direction. Both of you wish for an ease and flow of this transitional time for you. Both of you are focused on self-care and the independence of yourselves as well, but also you have the same approach to life, and you're very loving towards one another as well. I'm getting with this that reminder to tell you that sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't drift apart. So if you are finding that you might be coming into a sort of conflict with them at any time, do hold hands, because you can't fight when you're holding hands. It's impossible to do it. So this is a wonderful card to say that this is a sort of renewal, regeneration of something that at a soul level is a very important relationship for you. There is no rush with this. Spirit is saying you have the Temperance card. No rush. Everything's not all black and white, as you know. There is this neutral stance that you've been taking, and I feel they've been taking as well, which has allowed you to see both the contrast in this relationship, but also that neutral point of stepping into a place of wishing to see all sides of it and wishing to understand as well, you know. And you may have done things that have hurt them, they may have done things that have hurt you, but actually all of it together has created an extraordinary balance, a balance of perception as well. It's also to say to you that, you know, you've decided within this space as two souls to challenge yourselves to go through a period of growth and transformation, and actually you are allowing yourselves to do that, and this is incredibly powerful. You've got the Six of Swords now that's come out, so this is the dragonfly. This is about suddenly starting to see the light in things, the universe sort of magically showing you things that are happening for you right now. This is the period of time that you're feeling a sense of hope and moving forward, trusting that actually it's all going to work out okay. I'm just going to finish on maybe one or two cards. Thank you, Spirit, for 2023 for Sagittarius. Yeah, so beautiful. Out of this period of time with the Firefly, this year is very much one of you rising up and away from those challenges that you faced, rising up and away, because you had that Five of Cups in what Spirit is asking you to do, to understand that this has happened for a reason. It's happened for your greatest good, and actually you are coming out of this incredibly emotionally connected to yourself and powerful. And there's been so much releasing of past energies, past hurts that have left you, and it's allowed you to become incredibly strong and to be lit up from within. You've connected with yourself on such a way, and with self-love as well, and with an understanding that actually maybe something else is at play here in terms of, isn't this wonderful? This has now happened for us because of how we have readjusted to this, and how we've moved on from hurts and actually come to a point of being stronger than we were before, because you've got the Strength card, courage and endurance. And yes, an elephant never forgets, but it's about also remembering why you're here as a soul, what you're here to do, which is to evolve. And that is with relationships with other souls, that you both decided this is what you were going to do in this lifetime. And it takes great courage as well, doesn't it, to do this courage, core, the heart, to keep your heart open while it's so hurting. It's to sit within that spiritual strength now, and then to understand there's so much more happening for you at a soul level that you might otherwise not have known. So to have faith now in that spiritual strength that you have, and also the relationship as well. Eight of Pentacles, there's going to be such dedication and progress for you this next year, and also a lot of Seven of Pentacles, options and results with the lovely Ardevag. So there's going to be lots of with the Seven of Pentacles, it's a sign for you this year of things coming into fruition for you, into your dreams, just signs that things, you've made the right decision. Okay, you've made the right decision. The choices that you are taking right now with the Judgment card are going to show you results this year, really, really lovely results. And you're going to be very good at sort of seeing that it's a result. Sometimes people, if they're not aware of what's happening on a spiritual level, might not see something and say, oh, well, that's something because I did that. You know, you're going to see it. You're going to understand it from a spiritual level. I'm so pleased I made that decision, because I'm now seeing a reflection of that back to me. And I'm going to finish, because it's the same card, with the Ace of Cups that you had here, this deepening of this experience, and this emotional relationship with somebody. You've got again the Ace of Cups, which is the turtle, and the turtle swims deep within the ocean. So this is a wonderful, emotionally fulfilling year for you, something that's very, very important for you, something that is because you have let go of a sense of both responsibility for how other people feel, but in a way that is very understanding. You've taken on that sense of responsibility for yourself, my darling. You're deciding to move forward with peace, with that wonderful turtle sort of peace and flow and serenity and acceptance as well. And it's also a sign for you to keep trusting what your heart is telling you, what your heart is seeing for you, trusting in your inner vision, trusting to go with the ebb and flow, and that all is going to be more than beautiful, my darling, because last card, Three of Acorns, foresight and explanation. Your soul knows already. You've already manifested this into your life, back into your life, or into your life this year. So wherever you are with this relationship, my darling, whatever resonates with you with this, it is a deeply, deeply powerful emotional experience that you're going through, and one that's only going to create a more powerful, deep emotional experience this year for you, because of how you're choosing to respond to the situation now and not react to it. So well done you. What a wonderful reading, Sagittarius. So much love to you, and I shall look forward to seeing you for another reading for January very, very soon. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye bye.